Let me ask you something. Have you ever listened to English, like really listened, and felt like your brain just freezes?
Oh my God, yes. It's like I know English, but when someone speaks fast, everything turns into noise.
Exactly. And here's the strange part. You might understand every single word if you read it, but when you hear it, gone, disappears.
That's actually so frustrating. It makes you feel like you're not improving at all.
But what if I told you the problem isn't your English level?
Wait, what? Then what is it?
It's how your brain processes sound. And today, you're going to discover why slow English feels comfortable, but fast English feels impossible. And more importantly, how to bridge that gap.
Okay, now I'm curious, because I've been stuck in that gap forever.
And if you're watching this right now, chances are you are too. So stay with us, because by the end of this conversation, you're going to see listening in a completely different way.
And maybe finally stop asking people to repeat everything twice.
Or 3 times.
Don't expose me like that.
But here's the real question for you watching. Do you actually struggle with English, or have you just been training the wrong skill this whole time?
Ooh, that's deep. I feel like that's about to change everything.
It will. But first, let's understand what's really happening inside your brain.
Okay, I'm ready.
So imagine this. You're listening to slow English. Every word is clear. Each sound is separate. Your brain has time to process, translate, understand.
Yeah, that feels safe, comfortable.
Exactly. But real conversations don't work like that. Native speakers don't pause between every word. They connect sounds. They reduce words. They blend everything together.
So it's not that they're speaking fast, it's that they're speaking connected.
That's the key insight. It's not speed, it's structure.
Wait, so when I think they're speaking too fast, I might actually be wrong?
Not completely wrong, but not completely right either. What you're really experiencing is unfamiliar sound patterns.
That actually makes me feel better, because it means there's a reason.
There's always a reason, and more importantly, there's a solution.
Okay, but let me be honest for a second. Sometimes I do understand slow English videos, like learning content. But when I watch movies or listen to real conversations, I understand almost nothing.
That's one of the biggest traps learners fall into.
Trap?
Yes, because slow English gives you confidence, but it can also create a false sense of progress.
Ooh, that hurt a little.
I know, but if no one tells you this, you stay stuck for years.
So you're saying I might feel like I'm improving, but I'm actually not moving toward real fluency?
Not unless you train your brain differently.
Okay, now I'm really paying attention.
Good, because in the next part, we're going to break down the exact difference between knowing English and understanding English in real time.
That sounds like the missing piece.
It is. And here's something for you watching. Have you ever had a moment where you understood English perfectly one day, and then the next day everything felt difficult again?
Oh, yes, that happens all the time.
Stay with us, because that inconsistency, it's not random. And once you understand why it happens, everything starts to click.
I'm excited now.
Good, because what we're about to uncover next might completely change how you learn English forever. So let's go deeper into something that almost no one explains clearly.
I'm ready, because I feel like this is where everything starts to make sense.
Exactly. The difference between knowing English and understanding English in real time.
Those sound similar, but I have a feeling they're completely different.
Completely. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine I ask you, what does the word comfortable mean?
Easy. It means relaxed, at ease.
Good. Now imagine a native speaker says, I'm comfortable.
Wait, what? That doesn't even sound like comfortable.
And that right there, that confusion, is the gap.
So I know the word, but I don't recognize it when it's spoken naturally.
Exactly, because your brain learned the dictionary version, not the real-life version.
Wow, that explains so much.
And if you're watching this, I want you to think for a second. How many English words do you know but can't catch in fast speech?
Probably a lot, honestly.
That's the silent problem. You've built a vocabulary, but your listening system hasn't caught up.
So it's like having all the pieces of a puzzle, but not being able to see the picture.
Perfect analogy.
Okay, but why does this happen? Like, why doesn't my brain just connect the two automatically?
Because your brain was trained in a very specific way. Most learners study English visually, reading, writing, memorizing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
But listening is a completely different skill. It's fast, automatic, and based on sound patterns, not individual words.
So my brain is trying to translate while the speaker is already 3 sentences ahead.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's get stressful just thinking about it.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. When you rely on translation, you create a delay.
Like a lag?
Yes, a mental lag. So instead of understanding instantly, your brain goes, okay, what was that word? What does it mean? Okay, got it.
And by then, the conversation is gone.
Exactly. You're always behind.
That explains why I feel tired after listening to English for a long time.
That mental effort, that's your brain working inefficiently.
So fluent listeners don't translate?
No, they recognize meaning instantly, like you do in your native language.
That sounds impossible, though.
It feels impossible until you understand how to train for it.
Okay, I need that, because right now I definitely translate in my head.
Most people do, but here's a quick question for you watching. When you hear English, do you try to translate every word, or do you try to understand the overall meaning?
Be honest, I feel like most people translate.
And that's the habit we need to break.
But how? Because it feels automatic.
It feels automatic because you've practiced it thousands of times.
So you're saying I trained my brain to struggle?
In a way, yes.
That's kind of painful to hear.
But also empowering, because if you trained it one way, you can retrain it another way.
Okay, that gives me hope.
Good. Now let's talk about something that will completely change how you listen to English.
I'm ready.
It's called chunking.
Chunking? That sounds like something with food.
Not quite, but it does make things easier to digest.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Instead of hearing individual words, fluent listeners hear groups of words, chunks.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Take the sentence. What are you going to do?
Okay.
A learner hears, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's exactly how I hear it. Oh, that sounds completely different.
Exactly. It's one chunk, one sound pattern.
So if I'm listening word by word, I'll miss it completely.
Yes, because real English isn't spoken word by word.
That's actually kind of shocking.
And this is where most learners get stuck. They're listening for words that don't exist in real speech.
Wait, that's such a powerful idea.
It is. And if you start listening for chunks instead of words, your understanding will improve dramatically.
But how do I train that?
We'll get there, but first, let me show you something surprising.
I love surprises.
Sometimes, even if you don't understand every word, you can still understand the message.
Really?
Yes, because communication is not just about words, it's about context.
Can you explain that?
Imagine someone says, I was running late, missed the bus, and had to walk in the rain.
Okay.
Even if you miss one or two words, you can still understand the situation.
Yeah, I can picture it.
That's because your brain uses context clues.
So I don't need to understand everything?
Exactly. And this is a huge mindset shift.
Because I always feel like I need to catch every single word.
That pressure actually makes listening harder.
Wow, I think I do that all the time.
Most people do, but here's something I want you to try. Next time you listen to English, don't focus on every word.
Then what should I focus on?
Focus on the story, the overall meaning.
It is, and it's also more effective.
Okay, I'm definitely trying that.
And here's a quick challenge for you watching. Next time you watch a video in English, ask yourself, do I understand the idea, even if I miss some words?
That's a really good question.
And if the answer is yes, you're already making progress.
That actually makes me feel more confident.
Good, because confidence plays a huge role in listening.
Wait, really?
Absolutely. If you believe I won't understand this, your brain almost gives up.
That's so true. I've had that feeling before.
But if you stay curious instead of anxious, your brain stays engaged.
So mindset affects listening too?
More than you think.
This is deeper than I expected.
And we're just getting started.
Seriously?
Because in the next part, we're going to uncover why fast English sometimes feels like one long, continuous sound.
Yes, that's exactly how it feels.
And how you can train your ears to separate it naturally.
Okay, now I really need to hear this.
Stay with us, because this next insight might be the moment everything finally clicks for you. All right, let's talk about one of the most frustrating experiences in learning English.
I already feel like I know what you're going to say.
When someone speaks and it sounds like one long, continuous sound.
Yes, that's exactly how it feels. No spaces, no pauses, just noise.
And your brain tries to catch something, anything, but it slips away.
It's like trying to grab water with your hands.
Perfect description. But here's the truth that might surprise you.
I'm ready.
Native speakers are not speaking unclearly.
It definitely feels like they are.
I know, but what's really happening is this. Your brain hasn't learned how to separate the sounds yet.
Separate meaning like finding the words inside the sentence?
Exactly. Your brain hears a stream, but it doesn't know where one word ends and the next begins.
That makes so much sense, because sometimes I hear a sentence and I can't even tell how many words were in it.
That's a very important observation. And if you're watching this right now, have you ever felt that exact confusion?
I feel like everyone has at some point.
And here's the key insight. Fluent listeners don't hear English as a blur. They hear it as patterns.
Patterns.
Yes, familiar sound patterns that their brain recognizes instantly.
So instead of trying to break it into words, they just recognize the whole thing.
Exactly. Let me show you something.
Okay.
Imagine someone says, "Did you eat yet?"
Okay.
But in real speech, it often sounds like, "Cheat yet?"
Wait, what? That's the same sentence?
Yes, and if your brain is waiting to hear, "Did you eat yet?" you'll miss it completely.
That's actually crazy.
It is, and this is why traditional learning methods don't fully prepare you.
Because they teach the clean version, not the real version?
Exactly.
Okay, I have a question. So when I don't understand fast English, it's not because I'm slow, it's because I'm expecting the wrong sounds.
That's a very accurate way to put it.
Wow, that changes how I see it completely.
Good. Now let's go even deeper.
I'm ready.
There's something called connected speech.
I've heard that term before, but I never really understood it.
Let's break it down simply. When native speakers talk, they don't pronounce every word separately. They connect them.
So words kind of merge together?
Exactly. For example, "I want to go."
That sounds simple.
But in real speech, it becomes, "I want to go."
Oh, that one I recognize.
Good. Now here's another. "What are you doing?"
Okay,
"What you doing?"
that one still surprises me every time.
And here's the important part. Your brain needs to learn these patterns as new forms, not as mistakes.
So I shouldn't think that's wrong English.
Exactly. It's natural English.
That's such a mindset shift.
And here's a quick test for you watching. If someone says "gonna," do you instantly understand "going to," or do you pause and think?
Be honest, that pause is the problem.
Yes, that tiny delay is what breaks your understanding of fast speech.
So fluency is about reducing that delay?
Precisely.
Okay, but how do we actually train this? Because just knowing this isn't enough.
You're right. Awareness is step one, but training is step two.
Let's get into it.
All right, I'm going to give you a powerful technique that most learners don't use correctly.
I'm listening.
It's called shadowing.
I've heard of that. Isn't it just repeating what you hear?
That's what most people think, but that's not the real power of it.
Oh, there's more.
Much more. Real shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time, almost like you're becoming the speaker.
That sounds hard.
It is at first, but it forces your brain to process sound faster.
So instead of translating, I'm reacting instantly.
Exactly. You're training real-time understanding.
That actually sounds like what I need.
And here's a mistake to avoid. Don't choose slow, artificial audio.
Wait, really?
Yes, if you only practice with slow English, your brain never adapts to real speech.
That explains why I feel comfortable in lessons, but lost in real life.
Exactly.
So I should practice with real conversations?
Yes, but start with short clips.
Okay, that feels manageable.
Listen to a short sentence, repeat it, then shadow it.
And do that again and again?
Yes, until it feels natural.
That sounds like training your ear and your mouth at the same time.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I'm definitely trying this.
And here's a quick challenge for you watching. Try shadowing just 1 minute of English today.
Just 1 minute?
That's all it takes to start rewiring your brain.
That feels doable.
And if you actually try it, comment below and tell us how it felt.
Yes, I want to know if it feels weird for you too.
Because it will feel weird at first.
That's comforting.
Now, let me ask you something important.
Go ahead.
Have you ever noticed that sometimes you understand English better when you're relaxed?
Oh, wow, yes. When I'm stressed, I understand almost nothing.
That's not a coincidence.
Why does that happen?
Because stress blocks your brain's ability to process language.
Seriously?
Yes, when you're anxious, your brain focuses on fear, not understanding.
So when I think I won't understand this, I'm actually making it worse?
Exactly.
That's kind of scary, but also useful to know.
And this is why mindset is not just emotional, it's practical.
So staying calm actually improves my listening.
Dramatically.
Okay, that's something I need to work on.
And here's something for you watching. Next time you listen to English, don't try to be perfect.
Just try to understand the general idea.
Yes, stay curious, not stressed.
I like that.
Because in the next part, we're going to explore real-life situations where learners struggle the most.
Oh, this is going to be relatable.
And I'll show you exactly how to handle them without feeling lost.
Okay, now I'm hooked.
Good, because what you're about to learn next might be the difference between confusion and confidence in real conversations. Let's get real for a moment, because everything we've talked about so far sounds great in theory.
Yeah, but real life is a different story.
Exactly. So let's step into real situations where English suddenly feels impossible.
Oh no, I already feel nervous.
Good. That means this will be useful.
Okay, hit me.
Situation 1. You're watching a movie. No subtitles. The characters are speaking naturally, maybe even emotionally.
Yeah, that's where everything falls apart.
You catch a few words, but the rest feels like a blur.
And then I start panicking because I feel like I'm missing everything important.
That panic? That's the real problem, not the English.
Really?
Yes, because the moment you panic, your brain stops processing efficiently.
So even the parts I could understand, I miss them too?
Exactly. Your focus shifts from understanding to worrying.
That is painfully accurate.
So here's what you do instead.
I'm listening carefully.
You change your goal. Instead of trying to understand every word, you aim to understand the scene.
The scene?
Yes. Ask yourself, who is talking? What are they feeling? What's happening?
So I focus on the story, not the words.
Exactly.
That actually sounds freeing.
It is. And here's something interesting. Your brain is naturally good at understanding stories.
Even if I miss words?
Especially if you miss words. Your brain fills in gaps using context.
That's actually amazing.
And here's a quick question for you watching. When you watch English content, are you focusing on words or meaning?
That question alone might change how people watch videos.
It will. Now let's move to situation 2.
Okay.
Real conversation. Someone asks you a question in English.
Oh no, this is the worst one.
You hear the question, but your brain freezes.
And then there's that awkward silence.
Exactly. And in that silence, your brain is racing.
What did they say? What should I answer? Say something.
And the pressure makes everything harder.
I've lived this moment too many times.
So here's the strategy. Please save me. Don't aim for a perfect answer.
That's already hard.
Aim for a simple response.
Like what?
If someone says, "What did you do this weekend?" you don't need a long story.
Okay.
You can say, "I stayed home, watched a movie, relaxed."
That's it?
That's enough.
That feels so much easier.
Because fluency isn't about complexity, it's about clarity.
Wow, I think I've been overthinking everything.
Most learners do. They try to sound impressive instead of being understood.
That's so true.
And here's a powerful shift. When you simplify your response, your brain has more energy to listen.
Oh, so speaking simply actually improves listening too.
Exactly.
That's such a smart strategy.
Now, let me ask you something, and I want you watching to answer this honestly.
Okay.
When someone speaks English to you, are you more focused on understanding them or on preparing your reply?
Oof, that's a tough one.
Because if you're preparing your reply while they're speaking, you're not fully listening.
That's me. I do that all the time.
And that's why conversations feel overwhelming.
Because I'm doing two things at once.
Exactly.
So I should just listen first?
Yes. Trust that your response will come.
That feels risky, but also kind of exciting.
It's a skill. And like any skill, it improves with practice.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
Good. Now let's talk about another situation that frustrates a lot of learners.
Let me guess. Phone calls?
Exactly.
Oh no, no facial expressions, no body language, just sound.
And that makes everything harder.
Way harder.
So here's what you do.
Please tell me there's a trick.
There is. You control the conversation.
Wait, I can do that?
Yes. You can say things like, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "Can you speak a little slower?"
I always feel shy saying that.
But think about this. Would you rather pretend to understand or actually understand?
Okay, when you say it like that,
Communication is not about being perfect. It's about being clear.
that's such a relief to hear.
And most people are happy to repeat or slow down.
Yeah, I guess they don't expect me to be perfect.
Exactly. That expectation is coming from you.
Wow, that's true.
And here's a quick tip for you watching. Learn a few control phrases like, "Could you repeat that? Can you say that again? I didn't catch that."
Those are actually super useful.
They give you power in conversations.
I like that. Power.
Because confidence grows when you feel in control.
This is honestly changing how I see communication.
Good. Because now we're going to go even deeper.
There's more?
Always.
I'm ready.
In the next part, we're going to explore real stories. Moments where learners went from complete confusion to sudden clarity.
Oh, I love stories.
Because sometimes one story can teach you more than 10 explanations.
That's so true.
And I guarantee you'll see yourself in these stories.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
Stay with us, because what you're about to hear next might feel exactly like your own journey. Let me tell you a story that might feel uncomfortably familiar.
I already feel like I'm about to be exposed.
There was a learner, let's call him Daniel. He had been studying English for years.
Okay, sounds like a lot of people already.
He knew grammar, he had a strong vocabulary, he could read articles, even books.
So on paper, he was good.
Very good. But then one day, he traveled abroad.
Uh-oh, I see where this is going.
The first real conversation he had completely broke his confidence.
Let me guess, he didn't understand anything?
Almost nothing. The person spoke naturally, casually, and Daniel just froze.
That must have felt horrible.
He later said something interesting. He said, "I felt like I had studied the wrong version of English."
Wow, that hits hard.
And maybe you felt that too.
Yeah, like everything you learned doesn't match real life.
Exactly. But here's where the story changes.
Okay, I need something positive now.
Instead of giving up, Daniel changed his approach.
What did he do?
He stopped focusing on knowing more words and started focusing on recognizing real speech.
That sounds like what we've been talking about.
Exactly. But here's the key. He started listening to short, real conversations every day.
Like movies?
Not full movies, short clips, 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
That's it?
Yes, but he repeated them again and again.
Oh, so he trained his ear.
Exactly. At first, he understood maybe 20%.
That sounds discouraging.
It was, but he didn't stop.
That's the hard part.
And here's something powerful. After a few weeks, something clicked.
Clicked?
Yes, he started recognizing patterns.
Like chunks?
Exactly. Phrases like gonna, wanna, you know, I mean.
Those everyday expressions.
And suddenly, real conversations didn't feel like noise anymore.
That must have been such a good feeling.
He described it as hearing English for the first time.
Wow.
Now here's the question for you watching. Are you still learning English like Daniel used to? Or like Daniel after he changed?
That's such a powerful question.
Because the method matters more than the effort.
That's so true.
Now let me tell you another story.
I'm ready.
This one is about Maria.
Okay.
Maria had a different problem. She could understand English, but only in quiet, controlled situations.
Oh, that's me in a classroom.
Exactly. But in noisy environments, cafes, streets, group conversations, she struggled.
That's so relatable.
She thought her English wasn't good enough.
That's what I would think too.
But the real issue was something else.
What was it?
Her brain wasn't trained to filter sound.
Filter sound?
Yes, in real life, you don't just hear one voice. There's background noise, accents, speed, interruptions.
That's true. It's messy.
Exactly. So Maria started doing something unusual.
Now I'm curious.
She practiced listening in imperfect conditions.
What does that mean?
She would play English audio while there was noise around her.
Like what kind of noise?
Cafe sounds, street noise, even TV in the background.
That sounds chaotic.
It was, but it trained her brain to focus.
Oh, so she learned to pick out the important sounds.
Exactly.
That's actually genius.
And after some time, real-life conversations became easier.
Because they didn't feel overwhelming anymore.
Yes, she adapted.
That's such a different way of thinking.
And here's something for you watching. Have you only been practicing English in perfect conditions?
That's a really good question.
Because real life is not perfect.
Not even close.
Now let me share one more story. This one is short, but powerful.
Okay.
A learner once said, "I thought fluency would feel like understanding everything."
That sounds logical.
But then they realized fluency actually feels like being comfortable, not understanding everything.
Wait, that's so interesting.
Because even native speakers don't catch every single word.
That's true. I never thought about that.
They focus on meaning, not perfection.
That's such a relief.
And this is where many learners transform.
When they stop trying to be perfect?
Exactly.
That's such a powerful mindset shift.
And if you're watching this, I want you to think, what would change if you stopped chasing perfect understanding and started trusting your brain more?
That's deep.
Because your brain is already capable. You just need to train it the right way.
This is honestly making me feel more confident.
Good. Because now we're going to go even deeper.
There's still more?
Yes. In the next part, we're going to break down advanced insights, the kind of things that separate intermediate learners from truly fluent listeners.
Okay, now this sounds serious.
It is, but I'll make it simple.
I trust you.
Because what you're about to learn next might be the final piece that takes you from sometimes understanding to consistently understanding.
Okay, now I have to hear this.
Stay with us, because this next part is where everything comes together. All right, this is where things start to shift from practice to mastery.
Okay, I'm ready for the serious stuff.
Good, because what we're about to talk about is the difference between someone who occasionally understands English and someone who understands it consistently.
That's exactly the level I want.
Then listen carefully, because this first insight might surprise you.
I'm listening.
Fluent listeners don't actually hear every sound clearly.
Wait, what?
Yes, even native speakers don't process every single sound perfectly.
Then how do they understand so easily?
Because their brain predicts what's coming next.
Predicts?
Yes, your brain is not just listening, it's constantly guessing.
That sounds risky.
It would be if it wasn't incredibly accurate.
So they're not just reacting, they're anticipating.
Exactly. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
If I say, I went to the restaurant and ordered a...
Pizza.
See? You didn't need to hear the word.
That's true.
That's prediction in action.
So fluent listening is partly guessing?
It's intelligent guessing, based on patterns, experience, and context.
That actually makes so much sense.
And here's the problem. Most learners don't train this skill.
Because we try to hear every word?
Exactly. You're listening passively instead of actively engaging.
So how do I train prediction?
Simple, but powerful. Pause before the speaker finishes a sentence and guess what they're going to say.
Oh wow, that sounds like a game.
It is, and it forces your brain to think in English.
Instead of translating.
Exactly.
I like that.
And here's a challenge for you watching. Next time you listen to English, pause and predict the next word or idea.
That's actually fun.
And it will dramatically improve your listening speed.
Okay, that's definitely something I'm trying.
Now let's go deeper into something even more powerful.
There's more?
Always. This is where advanced learners separate themselves.
I'm ready.
It's called tolerance for ambiguity.
That sounds complicated.
Let me simplify it. It means being okay with not understanding everything.
Oh, that again.
Yes, but at a deeper level.
Explain.
Beginners panic when they don't understand a word.
That's me sometimes.
Intermediate learners try to fill the gap.
Okay,
But advanced learners keep listening without losing focus.
that's hard.
It is, but it's powerful.
Why?
Because when you stop for one word, you miss the next 5.
That's so true.
So instead of stopping, you keep moving forward.
Even if I don't understand something?
Especially then.
That feels uncomfortable.
Growth usually is.
Fair point.
And here's a quick test for you watching. When you don't understand a word, do you pause mentally or do you keep listening?
Be honest, that habit might be slowing you down.
Exactly.
Okay, I need to train myself to keep going.
Good. Now here's another advanced insight.
I'm ready.
Your listening improves faster when it's connected to emotion.
Emotion?
Yes. Think about it. When something is interesting, funny, or surprising, you pay more attention.
That's true.
And when you pay more attention, your brain learns faster.
So boring content slows my progress?
Exactly.
That explains why I lose focus with some learning materials.
And here's the solution. Choose content you enjoy.
Like what?
Podcasts, interviews, stories, videos, anything that keeps you curious.
That makes learning feel less like studying.
And more like living the language.
I love that idea.
Because language is not meant to be memorized. It's meant to be experienced.
That's such a powerful line.
And here's something for you watching. When was the last time you actually enjoyed listening to English?
That question might make people rethink their approach.
It should.
Okay, what's next?
This one is subtle, but life-changing.
I'm intrigued.
Stop measuring your progress by what you don't understand.
Ouch, I do that all the time.
Most people do.
So what should I focus on instead?
What you do understand.
That feels like a small change, but I think it's huge.
It is, because your brain builds confidence through success, not failure.
So if I keep focusing on what I miss, I feel stuck.
Exactly.
But if I notice what I understand, I feel progress.
And that motivation keeps you going.
That's such a mindset shift.
And mindset shapes behavior. And behavior shapes results.
Wow, that connects everything.
It does.
Okay, I feel like this is all coming together now. Good, because we're about to bring everything full circle. Already? Almost. But first, let me ask you, and you watching, one final question before we wrap this up. Okay.
If you kept learning English the same way you are right now, where would you be in 6 months?
That's a powerful question.
Because change doesn't happen by accident. It happens by decision.
So if something isn't working, I need to change it.
Exactly.
This conversation is really making me rethink everything.
That's the goal.
So what happens next?
In the final part, we're going to recap everything you've learned
Okay.
and give you a clear, simple path to move from slow understanding to real fluency.
That's exactly what I need.
And trust me, you don't want to miss it.
I'm definitely staying.
Good, because this final part might be the moment where everything finally clicks into place. So, here we are.
Wow, this feels like the moment where everything comes together.
Exactly. And if you've stayed with us until now, something inside you has already started to shift.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not the same listener I was at the beginning of this conversation.
That's the point, because fluency doesn't start with speaking, It starts with understanding differently.
That line alone is worth everything.
So let's bring it all together in a way you can actually use.
Yes, please. I need something clear I can follow.
All right, step 1. Stop listening word by word.
That's a big one.
Because real English isn't spoken word by word, it's spoken in chunks.
Like wanna, gonna, whatcha.
Exactly. So train your ear to hear patterns, not individual words.
That already feels like a completely different approach.
Step 2. Stop translating in your head.
That's going to take practice.
It will. But remember, translation creates delay.
And that delay is what makes me feel lost.
Exactly. So instead, focus on meaning,
Even if I don't understand everything?
especially then.
Okay, I'm with you.
Step 3. Use context.
The story, the situation, the emotion.
Yes, because understanding is not just about words, it's about connection.
That's such a powerful way to think about it.
Step 4. Train with real English.
Not just slow, perfect audio.
Right, because if you only practice with easy input, real conversations will always feel difficult.
That explains so much.
Step 5. Practice actively.
Shadowing, predicting, repeating.
Exactly. Don't just listen, engage.
That's a big shift.
Step 6. Stay relaxed.
That one might be the hardest.
But also the most important, because stress blocks understanding.
So curiosity over fear.
Always.
I love that.
And finally, step 7.
This feels important.
Trust the process. Because progress in listening is invisible at first.
That's so true. Sometimes it feels like nothing is changing.
But then one day, something clicks.
And suddenly you understand more.
Exactly.
That's such a motivating thought.
And here's something I want to say directly to you watching this.
Yes, listen closely.
If you've ever felt like English is too fast, too confusing, or just too hard,
You're not alone.
and more importantly, you're not stuck.
That's so important to hear.
You just needed the right approach.
And now you have it.
Now it's your move.
Ooh, I like that.
Because nothing changes unless you do something with what you've learned.
So don't just watch, act.
Exactly. Start small.
1 minute of shadowing.
One short clip.
1 moment of curiosity instead of frustration.
And build from there.
That feels doable.
And if this conversation helped you, even a little,
Then do one thing right now.
hit the like button.
Subscribe to Talk Easy Daily,
And share this with someone who's struggling with English.
because they might need this more than you think.
And before you go, we want to hear from you.
Yes, this is important.
What's the hardest part of listening to English for you?
Is it speed, accents, confidence?
Drop your answer in the comments.
And we might talk about it in our next episode.
Because this isn't just a channel,
It's a journey.
and you're part of it.
That felt really nice to say. It's true. Okay, final question. Go ahead. Do you really believe anyone can go from slow understanding to fluency?
Not just believe. I've seen it happen again and again.
What's the difference between those who succeed and those who don't?
One simple thing.
What is it?
They don't give up when it feels slow.
That's powerful.
Because slow progress is still progress.
Wow.
And one day, without even realizing it,
You'll understand a full conversation,
a full movie scene.
a joke instantly.
And in that moment,
You won't say, I'm learning English.
you'll say,
I understand.
and that's when everything changes.
That gave me chills.
Good.
Because now I feel like this isn't impossible anymore.
It never was.
All right, I think it's time.
Time for what?
Time for them to start.
Exactly.
So go on.
Press play on your next English video.
And this time,
Don't just listen.
understand.
We'll see you in the next episode of Talk Easy Daily.
And trust me,
This is just the beginning.